And in your consumer news, the deadline to file taxes is now less than a month away. And with recent layoffs, a federal hiring freeze, and a return to office mandate, the IRS may have a smaller workforce to handle its busiest time of the year. So what does that mean for your refund? Joining us now is VP of DeWitt Dunn Financial Services, Josh Perkins, to shine a little bit of light on all of this. Josh, thanks so much for joining us. Good morning.
Morning.
So Josh, why don't we just jump right into this on what people want to know? Are refunds going to be delayed due to the staffing changes at the IRS?
You know, it's no secret that the IRS has laid off over 7,000 new hirees, and a lot of people are worried. There's a lot of talk about that, but we're 7 weeks in, and as of right now, there has been no reports of significant delays. So I don't think that Americans need to worry or fear about staffing issues causing significant delays to the IRS. Now, the current administration has talked about making some dramatic changes to the IRS. They've even talked about getting rid of the IRS altogether. So we don't know what's going to happen. Time will tell. But as of right now, I don't think Americans really need to worry about their money being delayed when it comes to their refunds.
All right, well, that's some good news. So when exactly can Texas taxpayers expect to see their refunds?
You know, the IRS says anywhere between 3 weeks all the way up to 8 weeks, but it really depends on how you filed your taxes. Paper filing is definitely going to delay that refund, and also making mistakes definitely going to delay that. So it really depends on how you filed, but 3 to 8 weeks is kind of generally the time frame.
And so you touched on how to file really matters. Is there anything else we can do to speed up that process, or is that really the main focus for folks?
Yeah, absolutely. Making sure that you file electronically will allow the IRS to process your returns significantly faster than paper. Also, setting up a direct deposit will allow the IRS to deposit that money in your bank account a lot quicker than cutting a check and mailing that check to you. Now, a lot of people probably get super excited and maybe overly eager about filing their taxes, and so they throw it together kind of quickly and hastily and send it off and don't make sure that there aren't any mistakes. So take your time, go slow, make sure that you complete the forms properly and accurately so that the IRS is able to process your taxes in a very quick manner.
And Josh, folks are going to get real excited to see that money, but what is really the best way for us to use our refund if we do get one?
You know, getting money back from the IRS does feel good, but that isn't necessarily the best thing for you. You really want to make sure that you don't have a significant refund or you don't owe a significant amount of money. If you do get a significant refund back, I know that feels nice getting that check, but that isn't necessarily the best thing. You want to adjust your tax withholdings so that you can get your tax refund or taxes owed as close to zero as possible. Now, the most fun way to spend the most fun way to spend that money is obviously spend it on something new, shiny toy, but that isn't necessarily always the best thing. I definitely recommend everybody look at your particular financial goals, whether you are trying to pay off credit card debt, student loan debt, car debt. Use that money if you are getting a refund to help progress you along your financial goals. If you are out of debt, saving that money for future, whether it be an emergency fund or putting that money aside for retirement, is also a good thing. If you want to learn about financial topics and get some education on taxes and also setting yourself up for the future, we have some great resources on our website, DeWittandDunn.com.
Well, those were all great tips. I was here taking notes, so thank you so much. Josh Perkins from DeWitt Dunn Financial Services. We appreciate you joining us here on Daybreak.
Thank you.